What's up, guys? Mountain Man Watch Reviews here. What I want to talk about today is 5 reasons why I think the Seiko Sea Urchin model SNZ F15K1 is better all around than the SKX 009, in this case with the Pepsi bezel, as an everyday watch. Now, as customary, let's do a little wristwatch check. I just pulled this one off my wrist 'cause I'm going to use it as a size comparison, but I'm putzing around the house in this Casio MDV 106, aka the Duro. It is my beater of choice. We'll bring that back into frame here in a second. Now, let me just preface this with, if you're not a diver or somebody that dives on a regular basis and you prefer the look of a diver as your everyday watch, I think this one is better. Obviously, the SKX is rated for diving and this one is not. But as an everyday wearer, I believe the Sea Urchin is the better watch to get. Number one is it's a better value for the money. You're getting the same appearance, the same functionality, the same lume, the same movement for about $60 less. For $140, this watch comes on the Oyster bracelet and has a display case back, which at $200, you get no display case back and most of the time a rubber strap on the SKX. If you want the Jubilee, it's a bit over $200. So that's number one. Number two is the smaller size. Now, it's listed at only 1 millimeter smaller at 41.5 millimeters than the SKX. But having owned both, it wears a lot smaller and a lot more comfortable on my 7.25-inch wrist than the SKX did. And as you can see here, next to an F91W and a Duro, man, it's just that perfect bowl of porridge right in the middle. Not gargantuan, not too tiny, just right for me, 41.5 millimeters. So that's number two, is the smaller size. Number three is the aforementioned display case back. Now, on the SKX and most of the divers that are 200 meters or more water resistant, you have the plain back with the Japanese wave on the back, which is also really cool. But as a daily wearer, I just love seeing these gears spin and this rotor wind every time I pick it up to put it on or put it down after taking it off. And it's also cool as a tool to show people that don't know about automatic movements. So to me, it's just an added feature that makes this watch better. Number four is the dark day-date display window. If my camera ever wants to focus on it. There we go. That dark background on the day-date display, for me, just gives the overall look of the dial a more fluid appearance. And the white background on the SKX, it just breaks it up for me. On the 009, you have a dark navy blue dial, like on this watch, and on the 007, you have a black dial. So the all-white day-date display window just kind of breaks up the look of it for me. If it was just the date, okay. Or if it was a light-colored dial, fine. But that long day-date bar going from 3 o'clock to almost the center of the watch, it really breaks up the look of the dial for me when it's white. So that's just a nitpick and a personal preference, but that's the number 4 reason why I like this watch better. And number 5, this is going to be kind of controversial here, is the fact that it does not have a screw down crown. Now, like I said, if you're going diving, swimming, and it's not like this watch isn't water resistant, it's 100 meters water resistant. So you can absolutely sit in a hot tub with it, do the dishes with it, go out in the rain with it. But if you're going to be gushing down some water slides or going scuba diving, yeah, you absolutely want a screw down crown. But on this guy, I like the fact that it's just a pop out crown, because if you don't wear this watch for 2 days, it's going to stop and you got to reset it, and not having to unscrew it, push it down and screw it back in just makes it a quicker and easier process. So that's it for me, guys. I just feel like the sea urchin here as an everyday wear is a better value and a better overall watch than the beloved SKX. Thanks for checking out my first video. And as I've learned, up in the mountains where the bears come out at night and the roses and the roads freeze in the winter, having a watch and knowing what time it is could save your life.